Good evening, everybody, and welcome to WCFL DolFans Talk. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. We got a lot to talk about. Not only Sunday's game, but the first ever Black Friday game, and who knows, maybe the Dolphins will be the one who gets the Black Friday game every year. We'll see, because they're looking at people doing that. For right now, let's go ahead and bring in our hosts. We have Dolphin Winners. How you doing, brother?
Well, happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and happy Thanksgiving to you, brother. It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood, and happy to sit there and do the show tonight. What's going on with you, brother?
Oh, same shit, different day for me. I just want this whole year to be over with.
I
Of
hear
course,
you.
of course, with us going to the Super Bowl, that is.
Absolutely.
Let's bring on the one of the old men, Mr. John
Hey,
O'Hanlon.
what's up, John?
How are you? Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to
brother.
you.
What's going on, brother?
Chilling out, relaxing. Got to get up early, start the turkey.
Let's bring on the middle-aged man, Mr. Tom O'Gara.
What's up, Tom?
Campfire
Tom,
man.
how you doing?
What's up, guys?
Hi, happy Turkey Day.
Happy
Happy
Thanksgiving,
Turkey
guys.
Day.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And the young man of the bunch.
Wow, who is that guy? Yo,
the baby boy.
Wow.
Happy
You got rid of the
Thanksgiving.
beard, huh?
What's up, Ethan?
I know I had to shave this past week, so
Oh, you had to, huh?
Yeah, I
Mommy
had
said
to.
you're shaving for Thanksgiving.
I had to get cleaned up and then coming into town. Oh man.
So I hope everyone's having a wonderful week. I know, Winners, you've been working your butt off just to have some help pay for your trips and everything.
Tomorrow will be 10 days straight, 4 doubles in between those 10 days, and I cannot wait to clock out at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon.
Nice. Who's ready for Black Friday game?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Yes, sir.
Now, before we go there, let's talk about Sunday's game. Who wants to start off? Go ahead, John. Oh, go ahead, Ethan. You're the young man. Shoot for it.
I thought the defense, like I told you before the show, Paul, I think the defense had one of their best games of the year. And like you said, tackling was finally really, really good. There was not much arm tackling and stuff like that. I think offense looked sloppy. I mean, 3 turnovers. We're lucky to win the game with 3. But I think we can capitalize on it. I think we can work on that this week, and then Friday we'll get after it.
John?
Ethan covered it. Offense a little sloppy. Tua had one bad overthrow. Tuck the ball when you're running. Don't let him pop it out of there. That fumble, he squeezes that. It's not a fumble. Defense kept us in the game. Played fantastic. Ramsey just unbelievable. Superman catch over the middle. And if you watch the second interception, I was actually more impressed with that because he had to almost stop, pivot his hips, plant his foot, and then jump in front of the guy. It was just a phenomenal play.
That was good.
He was Superman on that one.
Well, that was the first one. The second one in the end zone, he just what a phenomenal play.
That one too. He played Superman like he was flying to get that ball. But I want to reiterate, the sloppiness is they were all out of sync or something. There was something you said. I done forgot what I was going to reiterate really on. But the team to me was out of sync. But I'm going to let Tom go ahead, see what his opinion is on things. Tom?
I mean, I kind of expected them to be a little sloppy coming out the bye, trying to figure out, get their footing. But still, 400 yards, 325 and 2 touchdowns. We're kind of nitpicking a little bit. Got the dub still. Defense carried, obviously, but they're starting to get cohesively better. Guys are starting to figure out their roles. We all see that Ramsey really is the catalyst and the captain. As much as I thought it was going to be Holland, I do think it starts with Ramsey and finishes with Holland. Wilkins stepped up big, especially in the fourth quarter. It was a huge play. It might have been his best player of his career, honestly. Like that one, tip my hat. Literally, it was like, there it is. That might be the reason he gets money right there. 40 yards running down the field after somebody. I mean, obviously we can clean things up. I think that Robert Hunt, if we get him back, the line's a little more cohesive. We get a little more of those outside zone reads where we kind of just were working up the middle. It actually kind of worked out. Cotton played decent. Ike played decent. Max Crosby was an animal coming off the edge. So anybody that gets hit, going to struggle. But we'll clean it up. See what happens with Tim Boyle on Friday.
Yeah. Let's hear from you, winners.
I say this. This is probably the first time I was satisfied. And the reason why I say I was satisfied is, number one, we went against a defensive team. The Raiders offensively, we know couldn't really. They took the lead. It was 14-10 or it was 10 at some point. They led for a little bit, but I didn't feel like, oh God, we're in trouble. I never did. I rewatched the game after everybody else because I worked, and I'm going to be honest with you. The defense is getting scary good, and the reason why I say that is Ramsey is just fresh coming out. Wilkins is playing out of his mind. Guys are making solid tackles. It might not look pretty, but being ranked 12th in the pass and 12th in the run defense, I'll take that any day. And it's consistent. So we had some hiccups during that game. And you know what? Some teams you're going to have to. You're not going to be perfect. John always says that all the time, and I like when John says that. Offensively, we need just be honest with you guys. You can't nitpick, but the one turnover, I am going to bitch about the one turnover where he threw the ball. I don't know where he was throwing the ball. I have no idea. The one interception, the fumble, the knee down. I'm like, okay, they gypped us out of that. We all know that his knee was down before that ball came out.
Actually, his arm was down. His arm was down before his knee was down.
Right.
The ball
was
moving before his arm came down.
The ball was moving before the ball?
Okay. His arm was down before the knee came down. I know
all right,
that.
Well, here's the thing. The defensive player made a good play, and I can't be mad at him about that. The first interception, I can't be mad at him about that. He saw something that he thought was there. Hey, look, it happens. But the one that he threw over Waddle's head and right into I don't know if it's the safety or the DB's hands, I don't know where he was throwing to. I really don't.
You're talking about the one that was intercepted in the end zone.
Dropped.
I think it was. I'm not sure.
The one where he was actually out in front of Waddle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Waddle, from what I gathered from what Tua said, there was a miscommunication where Waddle should have turned in front of the DB. Instead, he was behind him.
Right. So
as we know, Tua throws two spots a majority of the time.
Right. Right. So my whole thing is to finish it off so that we can move on. I'll say this. It seems like we're going in reverse. It seems like the defense is getting way better during the year. And I think, and I don't want to say this prematurely, but gentlemen, I will say this, and lady, I think teams are starting to figure out our offense, and that comes down to McDaniel, and that's something McDaniel and the offensive coordinator and those guys got to work on. I'm not blaming Tua, and I'm not going to stay here and bash him. He had 325, like Tom said. It wasn't pretty, but it was still a good performance.
No,
period.
And I'm not going to argue with you on that. To me, the last 3 games or so, it seems like the offense has gone in reverse somewhat.
Yes, I agree.
Gone in reverse, not clicking together, not in sync with each other. Something has happened with the offense. Now, I am not a football pro by any means. I'm not even a triple-A football guy or anything, But when I can read what play is going to happen, there needs to be an audible call of some sort or something. That 4th down and 1 where they go to throw that screen was so blatant obvious, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, they knew.
That should have never happened.
That's my biggest complaint about the game is you kick the field goal there, you take the points, you make them play catch up, you put the pressure on them. This is the NFL. Put the points on board.
I mean, we don't have a team that can do a tush push like the Eagles can. You know, we don't have the weight and everybody to get behind, you know, and push.
I mean, and sidebar, we got to thank the Philadelphia Eagles for beating the Kansas City Chiefs this week.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it just made the AFC race a whole lot more interesting.
Yes, it
Oh,
did.
yeah. Yes,
We need them for one more win versus the Bills.
They're going to beat the shot, and you know they're going to beat the shot of the Bills this week. They're going to beat
this I seen the best tackling I've seen all year.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
I'm not sure Kansas City is going to beat this. Who's playing Buffalo? Kansas City or Philly?
No, Philly is playing Buffalo and Philly.
Yeah, but Buffalo's getting to the point where they know they got to start winning. So,
it's going to be a big game. They need to win this game.
Buffalo needs the game. Here you go. Buffalo needs the game more than Philadelphia, but Philadelphia knows if they win this game, they're close to maybe 2 more wins to having home field.
Right.
Home field, 2 or 3 more wins, home field locked in. So I think they're just going to sit there and beat the break. I won't say it's going to be an easy game, but I think they're going to beat the brakes off of the Bills. I think everybody on this panel wants the Eagles to beat the brakes off of the Bills. Let's just say that. Point blank.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Let's just say that.
The defense, though, I mean, the hits at Cater Kohu and Howard late on some of those players.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was rock solid, and it's like we've been wanting all year.
Right.
You know, it's hits like what you see in the highlights and stuff.
Right.
Well, the whole defense back played phenomenal.
Oh yeah, the defense has gotten better every game this year, but yet this past Sunday they were on target 100%. Everything went right for them. And let me tell you, Jalen Ramsey is something else.
Yeah, he balling.
Yeah, he is definitely something else. And to see, you know, when, you know, it looked like he probably just got the wind knocked out of him or something.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I didn't hear what it was or anything, but when
he landed on the ball, when he intercepted the ball, when he came down, he landed on the ball. And
I know that, but you never know if it could have broke a rib or anything, you know, the way it did too.
He was on Pivot and he talked about it with Crowder and Ryan Clark or whatever, and they were like,
What's
you
up?
were showboating a little bit, weren't you? You were waiting to see like, oh, come pick me up.
See, Hoffel, thanks for joining us. Fins Up family. I don't know if I pronounce your last name right or not, but Hoffel. Yeah, it was a great game to be in person and watch. Hooked him up, Joe. Thanks for joining us, brother. I mean, the things I seen it was nice seeing Waddle was making some good catches, and I can't nitpick, no, but I'm going to a little bit. Waddle or Tua needs to really be able to. He needs to stop throwing to the points a little bit less and start looking at who's actually open instead of just turning and throwing to points.
Right.
Because
that goes to the offensive coordinator. That's the offensive scheme.
Yeah, I understand that, but I mean, there was several times that Waddle was wide open, and it was
River was open too, and one play.
Yeah, I was, you know, I was loved seeing Waddle getting some catches in, but I really thought he had more than just 55 yards. But
listen, I mean, it was not a pretty win, but it was a win. They statistically they totally outplayed them. It ended up being 3 turnovers apiece, which is what kept us from actually losing the game. Was the defense getting the ball back?
Yeah,
win.
We didn't cover the spread by any means. A win's a win. Yes, I'll take a win. I don't care how win's a win. I don't care how ugly it is. I'm just I am Finn down. I am just saying what I see, what I feel. I will take win.
I said a couple of weeks ago they need to stop throwing Tyreek so much. Spread the ball around.
They need to spread it out. They need to spread it out.
And he did spread it out a bit more. Tyreek was able to get his yardage that he needs to keep on that pace, which is nice.
Well, when Tyreek went out with his hand injury, that's when Waddle looked at his best because he was actually throwing it to him.
Catches, I believe it was.
Yeah. I know Chosen had a couple good, one or two good catches. It was nice seeing that.
Tom too.
Said too.
Down.
Chosen.
How many?
I'm sorry. What was that?
How many catches did the tight end Hill have? He had one or two, correct?
He had two. He fumbled on one.
Yeah, he fumbled.
Fumbled on one.
Was Claypool in at all?
No.
No, he had surgery. The game after the Eagles, he had surgery. They said a couple weeks.
Oh, I didn't even know
I
that.
think it was like arthroscopic cleanup.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping a Chan can come back healthier. I don't want to see him.
Hold on.
I have to look it up.
Hold on 1 second.
Because today was their only practice week. I know Hunt said he's going to test it Friday.
It says limited participation.
So he practiced.
Mike said he's been lobbying since the play took him out. So
yeah, he was limited today.
Yeah, he's been really wanting to get back in there. He said, and they're going to wait and see. It's going to be a day game decision, I guess.
Sometimes they got to protect these guys from themselves.
If it was Sunday,
right. I agree. I agree.
Something going on with talking about Mike. He seems like he's his own worst enemy on making some of these decisions. On fourth down, we don't need to go for it every time on the fourth down. But if you do, he needs to stick to what's working, which is the run play.
And don't run a screen on fourth down. God, that blew my mind.
Well, if you look at the stats, we've only ran a small amount of run plays on fourth down, but it comes out to 90% of the run plays have been successful, to where the pass plays, we've done quite a few more on fourth down, but it's only 34% of the pass plays that have been successful. So why are you still trying to do the pass plays on fourth down?
Right. I agree.
He's supposed to be known for the run game and everything, so do it when you need to do it. But it's work in progress. He's a learning coach at the same time.
Second year coach. Second year. Always remember that.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Copycat league too. You see all the motion that the Chiefs are running. Everyone's trying to do this whole motion to confuse guys and setting guys up in the backfield.
Yeah,
it's copycat league.
Absolutely.
What's funny though?
Again,
there is one of them. They were showing it on. I seen it on a replay somewhere, and I forget. I think it was Kansas City. They actually had two guys in motion at one time, and there was not a flag thrown.
I saw that.
And I'm like, what the hell? I mean, that would have been thrown before the play even started with us.
And there was, and I want to say it was the Niners that did it. They did like a shuffle with the fullback to get it like spring to the outside.
I've seen that.
But I mean, the last time I think it was when we were 7-3 was 1999. 98 or 99, I believe.
Last year we were 8. Before that.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. I was saying last year we were 7-3. We were 8-3 last year.
Were we?
So,
yeah, we were 8-3.
8-8.
Because we won 3 straight lost 3 straight, won 5
Okay,
games.
okay, that's right. Yeah. Then when I looked it up, I remember looking it up. It must have only went up to the beginning of 2022 in the stats that was listed.
Oh yeah, no, you're 100% right. Otherwise,
Right. Yeah.
it was just right. It was right then when he got
the concussion and 2-3 weeks out, and Friday's game. Let's go ahead and push into Friday's game a little bit.
JETS sucks.
Sucks.
Let's just go ahead and let's talk about it, man.
It's going to be, to me, if the offense, I'll start this off. If the offense cannot get their click together and play like they've been played, it's going to be strictly a defensive game, and it's going to be another 17-13 or 20-13 game, and it could be either team winning. But I don't see the Jets winning, only because they have not really been able to score offensive touchdown this year, hardly.
And they've got some injuries.
Here's my only worry for the
No, go ahead. You good.
My only worry for the game is the last time we played a quarterback that we hadn't seen was Purdy, and he destroyed us.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I've heard about this quarterback is that he hasn't won a single game he started.
He's only
But
thrown
otherwise, I know nothing about him.
I'm not going off of that. We need to put pressure on him, and we need to we need to make him.
Well, I mean, we need to put pressure. Our
Like any other
defense need to, yes, and put pressure on them just like the defense has been doing. The defense has been balling out, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you the only one I've heard a little negativity on is actually Jerome Baker.
Yeah.
I love Jerome Baker, don't get me wrong. I didn't see exactly what they were talking about, but they said there was a couple of plays that he seemed a little lackadaisical on.
Mm.
But I know I did see him. Huh?
We got to look out for Breece Hall.
Big time.
Yeah.
We got to clog the lanes running. Breece Hall's important, just as much as Garrett Wilson's important, but got to need to get Tim Boyle needs to get Garrett the ball, so Breece Hall can do it on his own. Got to watch out for Breece.
Yeah. Well, I know there was a couple of plays where, just go back to Jerome Baker real quick, is if it wasn't for him, there would have been some plays that would have went a lot farther.
We got somebody in the back room.
Yep, I know. Shake Money. How you doing, Shake?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up, Shake?
What's up?
Sorry.
Go ahead, John, with what you're saying.
Some people just like to nitpick, and listen, it was not a pretty game by any means.
No,
There's a few mistakes here. Defense didn't make a lot of mistakes. Teams are going to make plays. You're playing an NFL team. You're not going to hold them to 0 yards, 0 passing, 0 rushing. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah,
So when
I know.
you start nitpicking over every little thing, I just tune out because you're playing another NFL team.
And, if you're an NFL team, you're a great player.
Right.
It's not like
When
you're playing
somebody
college or
says-
high school teams.
But when somebody says so-and-so sucks, I kind of giggle and laugh because you don't suck if you're in the NFL.
Right.
There's
I agree
32
with you,
guys
yeah.
at every position. Somebody's going to be number 1. Somebody's going to be number 32. If there was a guy that was better than them, the coaches, the scouts, the GM would have gone out and found him and put him on the roster.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
You
Shake.
can't afford a team of all-stars.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Shake, real quick, give me your opinion on Sunday's game.
Well, I think it was a team win. At the end of the day, look, I was on my show today, and the one thing I brought up of old, how we doing Hard Knocks. I brought up an old footage. I'll never forget this quote. And this is what made me think of this quote when we didn't, our offense stalled out, our defense bailed us out. And this is what made me, the second that happened, I thought of Mike McDaniel's victory speech after the Chargers. This is week 1 now. After the Chargers, he says, hey, we didn't play how we wanted to play defensively, but guess what? There's going to be a time where we're going to have to win a game 10-7. So at the end of the day, he understands that, not every week we're going to be putting up 30 points. He says there's going to be a time where the defense is going to be bailing us out. And lo and behold, that's what happened last week.
I agree 100% with you on that. The defense was rocking it.
So, it's called complementary football. There's going to be days where the offense is going to bail us out. There's going to be games where the defense bails us out. And there's going to be games where we're firing on all cylinders. So,
and it's gonna be a day Shake Money says, pay Christian Wilkins. Exactly.
No
Thank
attention.
you, Shake.
Pay him no attention. Pay him no attention. Move on.
Okay.
By the way, hell hasn't frozen over yet.
By the way, Shake, happy Thanksgiving, brother.
Happy Thanksgiving.
What do you have about to say about this upcoming Friday? Our short week going into Friday. You, Shake. Friday's game. Your opinion.
It's going to be a dogfight. It's a division win. At the end of the day, the Chiefs are a lot better team. I know the Broncos are on the upswing, but at the end of the day, Chiefs are a much better team than the Broncos, and Chiefs only put up 9 points.
Yeah,
it's a division game. At the end of the day, we see these much. Look how we were against the Patriots. We beat the Patriots at least once a year, and they were a much better team than we were. So at the end of the day, when it comes to division games, you throw the record books out the window.
Right.
So it's going to be a dogfight. I'm not going to take them lightly, man. They're hungry.
I agree with you.
And don't forget that Robert Saleh and Mike McDaniels know each other intimately. So it's going to be a real chess battle, a match between these two.
Super facts. Thank you for bringing that up, Shake. And I'll say this is where the playoffs start. The playoffs start right here. Because this is a playoff implication type of game. If we lose to the Jets, we face them in 3 weeks' time. Right after Washington and right after Tennessee, we face them again in Miami. So we lose to them, that's going to be a problem because then they're going to have confidence when they come down to Miami that we can do it again. We need to punch them in the mouth. This is a punch in the mouth type of game. Well, and trust me, their defense is no joke. As much as I can't stand the Jets, got to give credit where credit is due.
No,
that defense is no joke.
I see it being a very defensive battle on Friday.
If you're a betting man, take the unders.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, we didn't even come.
14.
What's that, John?
This game could easily be a 17-14 game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Game.
It can very easily be a 14-10 game.
I was about to say there, a 13-10 game. Honestly, yeah, it can be one of those games because it could be a chess match on defense.
Well,
depending on the weather. Now, the weather is supposed to be pretty decent, right around 50 degrees, no rain.
Right.
Well, as long as we don't have to rely on our kicker.
Oh, stop. He missed a 51-yarder.
I'm sorry.
How are you complaining about
Sanders is going to give you one of those, Paul. Come on.
I know that.
He can't make anything over 50 anymore. If it's inside of 50, he's almost money. If it's outside of 50, you got a 50-50 shot.
No, if it's outside of 50, he can make it no problem when there's no pressure. Because I watch him do it all the time in training camp and everything else.
Yeah, but that's training camp. That's not lining up 6
that's what I'm saying. That's not doing it. That's what I'm saying. He's not doing it under pressure.
I'm not a Sanders hater. I don't love the guy, but I'm not hating on him.
No, I'm not hating. I'm not hating on him.
Anyway.
I'm giving him a hard time.
You hating on him. It's the same thing.
Just like I hate on you, brother.
Oh, Lord.
But yeah, it's going to be a dogfight. I definitely go on the under if you're betting that game. I mean, it's just like this last game. I would have thought it would have been pretty close to being right at the over-under or anything, but we weren't even close with that on this last game.
Yeah, it was 44.
At one time, it was 49.5.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Hey, win's a win. It's another one in the column. It gets you that much closer to the playoffs. So
Yeah,
we don't have to roll close season. We're not going up and down, up and down. We'll win a couple, we lose one. We win a couple, we lose one.
yep, they're after the Buffalo Outback. The Dogs are after the Buffalo Outback.
Oh, okay.
What do you got, Buffalo for Thanksgiving?
I wish.
Cooking buffalo.
Mm-hmm. He's got blue village too.
Really?
Yeah.
I just want to pet the dog.
What else we got? I got like 10 minutes where I got to go watch this die out.
So what y'all doing for Thanksgiving?
I gotta wait till 2:30, and then I'll come home to my family. So my mom, my sister, and close. My younger brother. You could say my younger brother. It's my mom's best friend. I've known this kid since he was born, so he's definitely adopted family. So that's what's going on in my household.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Tom, what's going on in your household, Tom?
Actually, I'm skipping Thanksgiving. I'm leaving tomorrow at like 12:30 to head up North Jersey to get checked in and then see the team when they come in the afternoon, get ready for Friday.
All right.
Yes, sir. Jets
Yeah.
game's always like a special game, you know what I mean? It's like my home game, but it's like my dad was a season ticket holder for the Jets for like 26 years, so I was going since I was in diapers. So it's always like, one of those weird games where you go in and you get the feelings.
Right.
Yeah, I meant to mail you that flag, but with everything going on, it's just been pure hell.
It's all right. I mean, you can get it to me before DC. I could bring it there.
Okay. Yeah, we're not even doing Thanksgiving until Saturday, basically because the kids' fathers want them to spend time with him and his new girlfriend on Thanksgiving, and we're not going to try and make them eat 3 or 4 meals in a day.
Yeah, right.
So we're just going to do Thanksgiving family-wise on Saturday. John?
I got the wife, 2 of the kids. My daughter-in-law probably come by in the morning with the granddaughter, and then she's leaving to take her home to nap and then going to her parents' house because my son's working. Matt's in from California, and I thought they were going to spend Thanksgiving with us, but they're talking about going to the parade in New York tomorrow. So
Oh, God.
they want to get up early and head out for the parade, which I think they're nuts. But they're in New York right now.
Yeah, they're insane. For the parade's going to be a nightmare.
Yeah, I wouldn't waste my time, but that's what they were talking about doing. So if they get up early and leave, they won't be here. If they're here, we got plenty of food. Matt's here with his wife, his mom, stepdad.
That's awesome.
So,
Jake, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Shake,
Yes, sir.
what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm going to this place. It's called damn it. The Grove. The Grove. It's like a little buffet place. I'm gonna be having prime rib for Thanksgiving.
Solid.
That sounds
Nice.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not at all. Not at all.
good. How you cooking the prime rib?
It's just not a buffet thing.
Oh, okay.
Like a
I'm sorry. I thought
carving
you said you were
station,
cooking
maybe.
it.
No, if I was cooking, it would be in a smoker.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be good.
Oh, the good old days.
I have traffic right now.
It's been 6 years since I've had red meat, so
More for me.
Yeah.
He does cook a mean steak. So
Trust me,
Well-
I'm a meat eater in my house. My girlfriend's vegan.
I did that for a year. I do it. I was the best I ever felt in my life. You got to be strict about it, but I did it for a year, and I never felt better. Literally.
Good evening, eccentric gnome.
That's crazy.
Okay.
That's Liz, by the way.
Oh, is that Liz?
Yes, Liz.
There you are, Ethan. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
This Thanksgiving, I'm just going to be hanging out with the family, watching some football. That's about it.
We got any predictions? We got any predictions for the games? We can it's wide open because look, I'll say this, and I'll say this personally since I got everybody up here. I am thankful for every one of you guys, and I appreciate you guys. Y'all are family to me. I appreciate y'all. We all check up on each other, and we all look up for one another when times in need. And I appreciate that.
It's something I meant to start off the show with, which my mind just drew a blank in the beginning, as it always does. I want to thank everybody, all of y'all, and everybody else who just their appreciation and the thoughts and prayers for me and my family. With my mother-in-law breaking her hip, my sister-in-law breaking both her bones in her lower leg, and then my father passing away. It's been a hell of a month. I want the year to be over with, but I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for good family and good friends. And I'm thankful for the Miami Dolphins. Because honestly, without you guys, without the Miami Dolphins and me doing what I'm doing, without you guys helping me do what I'm doing and everything, I'd probably still be in my deep dark place if I was still alive. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all.
Absolutely. Likewise. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad you started this show. How many months have we been on now?
Let's say 8 months.
About 8 months, yeah.
8 months.
And I'll tell you what, I'm very thankful you started it and that we have a show where you can come in and we converse, we talk. It's not going and screaming. People aren't jumping all over each other. Somebody will start, no, you go ahead. And, it's nice to see that because I try to watch some of these other ones and I just can't. It's too much negativity, too much garbage, too much screaming and yelling. It's like, guys, we're all rooting for the same damn team.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Well, Liz's prediction is 50-3. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. She's thankful. She found us all the channels for Dolphins content. Found great friends to talk Dolphins with. Well, we appreciate you.
I'll give my prediction before I gotta get out of here. I'll say 24-13. Double digit, but close enough. Couple turnovers from the defense. All right.
That sounds, I can see that. And besides the Dolphins talk on here, we do have the occasional barking dogs.
You're good. If it's not you, it's usually my neighbor.
or my dog is on the squeaker.
Right.
I got one. There he goes. He was sitting right behind me.
Okay, that's my prediction.
What's her prediction?
What's up? Yeah.
The Mud Dogs,
She
whatever
said,
they want.
what was the score of the Mud Dogs in the Water Boy? I think it was 34-31.
Okay. I'm going to say it's going to be a repeat of 2013.
Possible.
And like I said earlier, unless our offense hits that click again, it's going to be 2013. Otherwise, it'll be 13-30 something. If they hit that click again.
I think our offense will hit the click. I'm going to go 27-10.
It's like 2014.
24-14, you said?
Yep.
Okay, John. Winners?
I'll say 20-14 Dolphins. I think it's going to be it's going to be a barn burner. I think the first half it'll probably be slow, field goal here, field goal there, maybe like a 13-10 halftime, and then it's gonna be a chess match. I don't think it's really gonna be. It's gonna be one of those type of games.
Shakes kitty.
You know?
Oh,
So yeah, I'll say 20-14 Dolphins.
I see a kitty.
mm.
Oh yeah, that's
At
my
least
Lana.
the tail. At least the tail of a kitty.
Look,
Oh,
wait,
there's the head.
Oh. Meow, meow.
She's a pain in the butt.
Nah, she's not. She loves her daddy.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to be on. She wants to be on the show. That's what it is. That's all.
Yeah.
Ready, wait.
So what y'all think of Hard Knocks? If y'all watched it, what y'all think?
I haven't seen it yet. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet.
I watched it this morning and I loved it. So I thought it was great. As long as it's not a distraction, I'm cool with it.
I really wasn't interested because I didn't want to be a distraction. I was here last night, so we put it on, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. You know, edited it and what did they showed, and going for the beginning of the week through the game. I was actually pleasantly surprised that I hope it doesn't turn into a distraction to the team.
Yeah. Shake, you have a prediction for Friday?
I'd say 24-10.
24-10? Yeah, I can do with any of them. As long as we have the win, that's all that matters.
Hey, by the way, guess how many? All right, see, I want to. I know I looked this up. How many interceptions does Sauce Gardner have? Can anybody guess?
Zero.
That's exactly. Yep, you got it. You know it. 0. He's been getting.
They're finally starting to call a
Kelly
couple
does
penalties
behind the
for
enemy
once.
lines, and they say he's been getting a lot of holding. He's been getting more PI calls now.
Well, guess who he gets?
But I heard about it.
Guess who gets a chance to stick on Friday? Tyreek Hill. That's gonna be beautiful.
About time, Joe. He's very handsy.
Yeah, he is.
As long as we stop seeing them chokeholds that don't get called.
Yeah.
Well, they
Pretty
can't listen. I guess I'm trying to figure out what uniforms we're gonna wear because they're wearing all black on Friday. The Jets are wearing all black on Friday.
We're probably wearing white.
Yeah, it'll probably be all white.
It's definitely white, but I'm not sure if we go teal pants or not. I hope all white. We play well in the all white.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to get out of here. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
brothers.
Tom.
Safe travels, brothers.
Peace,
Yeah.
love, and
Have a
fins
good
up.
one.
Love,
Fins up. Peace, love, fins up.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. Who's playing
Of course.
tomorrow?
So we got 3 good games tomorrow, gentlemen. We got 3 divisional rivalry games. Actually, we got the Lions. We got the Lions and the what was it? The Lions. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna
Shane.
say it's just in time for rivalry week. Remember, I think they did that on purpose because remember this is rivalry week in college.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right.
So, dude, they got excuse me, rivalries all up and down. I was noticing that too. Good pick. So we got the 49ers and the 49ers and Seahawks that night. We have the Cowboys and the Commanders in the afternoon, and I think we got Detroit and I think what is it, Detroit and the Bears?
Packers.
No.
Packers, Detroit and the Packers.
Detroit
Yeah.
Packers, yeah.
So we got some games. We got some games, you know.
So Shake, that means we got FSU and Gators, right?
Yep.
Ooh.
We doing another shot on that?
Huh? Sure. I'm gonna be calling the game live.
Okay, we'll do another shot on that. Winner buys the loser a shot.
Yep. So I guess I'll be buying you a shot. But I hope we win. I hope that's my Thanksgiving miracle.
Yeah, you need a miracle for this year's team.
Oh wow. That
Hey, it's all good, man.
You barely beat Miami. So it's impossible.
Hey, y'all
Hey.
forget the when Willie when I was at Norvell started, he won three games his first year and 5 games the next season.
Well, it's all I got to say. It's just any given Sunday, and rivalries are your best games ever played.
Yep.
No, it's there's a lot of rivalries playing this weekend, and at least we're not the only one who has a short week and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
think.
Did you play a later game on Sunday? This past Sunday, didn't they play a 4:20 game?
The Eagles and Buffalo played a 4:25 game.
All right.
So I'm trying to figure out. I got to remember what's the Sunday night game.
This week it's I got it right here. This week it is a Sunday night is Ravens Chargers.
Oh, okay.
That
And
can
Monday,
be a good
Bears,
game.
Vikings.
Raiders Vikings on Monday.
Bears Vikings on Monday.
Oh, Bears Vikings on Monday.
Okay, there you go. And that's a divisional game.
Yep.
Yeah, there's going to be some good games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jets actually played Buffalo Sunday night, so they got less rest than us.
Yeah. So yeah.
Right.
A little bit less, yeah. It's going to be a good game Friday. It's. I can't wait. I'll be doing my watch party. It might only be 2 or 3 of us there, but my wife won't even be there. She's staying at her parents', so I'll have the whole room to myself maybe. But at least the new place I got allows me to put flyers up on the doors to attract people in and stuff.
There you go. That's good.
So.
And they're not gonna do the bait and switch on you?
No. That matter of fact, one of the managers that I've been dealing with, I know her a little bit. She said if they would have known, a week in advance, they would have opened up because they also had a car show going the same day as the Germany game.
Nice.
They had a car show going on in the parking lot the same day, and they would have opened up a few hours early for that with having enough people around. So
Made a shitload of money too.
Yeah.
And if they were open for the car show, they would have had people coming in from that.
yeah, well they did. They only had the place open for the restrooms for the car show. They didn't have regular staff for anything else. But if they would have known about us not having a place for the watch party, they would have done it. But it was too short a notice and everything. Well, if you didn't see it, Liz's husband, Rich, said 28-17.
Right.
I really don't think the Jets are going to get past 13 points, especially if our defense keeps rolling like they've been rolling. But right now, I don't see us getting past 20 points.
Ingredients.
Whispering sweet nothings to your phone, Shake?
Yep.
Okay. See, even the dog agreed. Answering back.
Things so calm.
Do what?
Shake's not used to having things so calm.
Yeah, that's true. He's used to having Lewis and Crypto and then Pete and all the and everyone start yelling at each other.
Yeah. and Pete talk always blaming Tua for something.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah. I don't care what you say. There's no way that man is a Dolphins fan. No way. You can tell me you've seen him at the games and everything else, but I don't see him being a Dolphins fan.
Listen, right now, it stands Tua is the best quarterback we've had since Marino.
Oh, yeah.
Well, see, See, here's the thing I hate about that talking point is the best quarterback since Marino. It's like being the tallest Keebler. You know what I'm saying? We don't have much of a. That's a low bar to go after because, to be honest with you, Tannehill was the best quarterback since Marino.
Yeah.
Listen,
I love Tannehill.
I love Tannehill. I thought if they could have put an offensive line in front of him, he could have done a lot better. Then he goes to Tennessee, improves it, has an offensive line, has a running game, had a great few years there. I love Tannehill. Record-wise, Tua is the best quarterback we've had since Marino. Stat-wise, it's a much smaller.
Yeah.
But I agree with you, John. Tannehill, I told people, I said he was the best quarterback since we had Marino. But if you look at the stats, he was the most rushed, most hurried, most sacked, knockdown quarterback in NFL for like 2 or 3 years straight.
Oh, 5 years.
Was it 5 years straight?
Back for 5 years.
And it was pitiful. And he was a good quarterback.
Yes, he was.
We never had an offensive line that could hold their own to keep him from getting sacked, knocked down, rushed, hurried, whatever you want to say.
And we never put in an offense to get rid of the ball in 2.5 seconds, 2.3 seconds, 2.2 seconds. So, the guy got beat up. I love Tannehill. I have his bobbleheads in here. I have his Pico in here. I have a signed jersey. Love Tannehill.
Oh yeah, I do too. I do too. I would love to see. I actually really want to see Achane sit out this week.
Yes.
I think I want to see him. I'd like to see him at the Washington game, and I'd like to see him get 100+ yards at the Washington game.
I'd like to see him rest, whether it's a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'd like to see him rest and make sure he's healthy because we need him more down the stretch, the last 4 or 5 games and into the playoffs than we do over the next few games. Because you still got most of you got Ahmed.
Well, no, Ahmed is on IR now.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, on IR.
He went on
so
IR.
So here's the question to you guys. What would be the running back lineup for us on Friday with Ahmed being on the IR?
They picked one up. He's on the practice squad, and depending on if they choose a Chan or not, they'll probably bring him up. Can't think of his name right offhand.
If Achan's playing, I think it'd be Mostert, Achan, Jeff Wilson. I mean, in that order, I think. I mean, just to have Achan just get some more reps behind Mostert again this week,
but
to give him some more time to recover. Not as full load like usual though.
Here we go, Darrington Evans. Somebody put in the chat. Thank you, Jamie.
Jamie, right? I didn't even see you join us. Sorry about that, brother. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, they talked about he'll probably be coming up. It's as we know, Chan is a day-to-day situation right now, and it's going to get to the coaches.
Right.
And as John said earlier, the coaches have to protect these players from themselves.
I say the same thing you said earlier. I think you sit them against the Jets to keep them longevity. Do we need them? Yeah, we do need them. But I'd rather have a chance going towards closer to the playoffs than sitting here taking a chance against a Jets team that's a hungry defense. So I would like to see him play on Friday. Yeah, but if he's not at least 90 to 100%, then I don't want him out there. I don't.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Too many times, it's going to tear.
Yeah, I agree.
And if it tears, he's done for the year.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Trust me. And one thing about the Jets defensive line, man, there's some beast, man. You don't want you don't want him to further aggravate himself with
Right.
those defensive linemen because
Right.
he'll be out for the season.
No, if they do play him this week, I'd rather see him just used as a receiver or, doing the run on the outside, not up the middle.
Yeah, I think if he does play, it'll be in a limited capacity. I mean, from what I can tell.
Well, the sprain that happened this week was just on a regular run, regular tackle, and he got a limping.
Yep.
But it was more up the middle, I think that one was, because he got tangled up in some other legs and stuff. I don't remember exactly.
I do. I was sitting in his, when he got up, I saw him limping on his right leg, and I said to Maria, "Damn it, he's hurt again." And she goes, "What?" I said, "Look at the Jan coming off the field."
Okay. Well, don't want to see any of our players get hurt, really.
Right.
Ahmed he's on IR, so he's out for 4 weeks again.
Yep.
So that's puts us where that's after the second Jets game. And then after that is Dallas.
No, it's Jets. Jets, then Dallas, then Baltimore, and then Buffalo.
But it's be honest with you, as far as I'm concerned, this year I have not seen anything out of Ahmed that impressed me whenever he has been in.
Except for that one touchdown.
I have not seen anything out of Ahmed that impressed me.
Except for that one touchdown, though.
Gotta take the touchdown. I'm taking the touchdown. I'm with Shake.
I'll take the touchdown, but I'm not saying it impressed me.
Hey.
Nobody even touched him on that.
I seen him do a lot more impressive things last year than he has done this year.
But he played more last year.
True.
Well, true, because he was injured. This year he was out the first 4 weeks.
Right. Don't forget, reps matter. You get reps in practice and see where your blockers are blocking, and it matters for a running back.
But it's now, who do we got playing? I know we said what Detroit and Green Bay is playing Thursday night. Who are the other two?
Thursday afternoon. The first game is that game, the Packers and Detroit. The second game is the Cowboys and the Commanders, and the night game is the Seahawks and the 49ers.
Detroit's favored by 7.5 over Green Bay. Dallas is favored by 13.5 over Washington, and Niners are favored by 7 over Seattle.
I'm taking everyone except for that Niners-Seattle game. I think Seattle's going to mess around. You take Seattle in the points.
That'd be good.
Well, Seattle, they are home.
That's what I'm saying. You take Seattle in the points.
Yeah. The Washington game, Washington-Dallas, I would like to see Washington beat Dallas. I'm not saying they will. I would like to see them beat Dallas for the fact of when we play them the following week, maybe they'll come in a little big-headed and stuff.
I'm like this, man. I'm like this. Dallas
it happens. Yeah, I know that, but it happens when a team gets, wins a game, even one game, they'll go to the next game a little big-headed because especially if they beat a power team.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody on here going to be at that game, the Washington game?
John, are you going to the Washington game?
No, unfortunately.
With the Dolphins?
No. Sorry, Ethan.
Dang. Yeah.
Tom's going, Ethan.
Yeah, he texted me. He texted me a couple months ago. Said he was.
Yeah, he's going because I got to.
I told Tom into going, and I got the ticket. And then I had to sell Tom my other ticket for his buddy because my daughter scheduled my son's birthday for that day.
I gotta get my flag with the signatures mailed off to Tom to see if he can get more signatures on it and stuff. Yeah, I would like to see Washington beat Dallas. Detroit, I think, will beat Green Bay. And I think Detroit will cover the spread.
Should be some good. I think it really should be some good games to good divisional games. When you got divisional games and they all three of them mean something, you know they're going to play. So it's not going to be they're just going to go out there and lay down and that's just it. No, these guys are like, these are going to be some competitive games. I expect that Cowboy-Washington game to be a little closer than that 13-point spread that they're giving them. So you might want to pick Washington in the points. 13.5 is a lot of points.
Yeah, it is. And
Dallas, so
I hear you, but 13.5, I'm taking 13.5. That's a lot.
Well, if you're betting on it, winners, you can put $5 on it for me.
I'll see what I can do. Trust me.
I'll take 13.5 points with just about any team.
Shoot, I wanna be that guy that hits so big that we just rent out Club Live. We just rent out Club Live in the stadium and just watch the game from there and just have a whole DJ and the whole thing, like from 8-9 o'clock in the morning all the way through the game. Like that's what I want to do. So I'll be honest with you. You guys will all be invited. Ethan's invited because he's 21, so he's good.
Yep,
so,
good. Yep.
I haven't. I'm still trying to win the lottery.
I think all of us are, man. Trust me. I'll say this. This is something funny. I know this is off the record. So I'm at work today, and this is no lie, gentlemen. I'm sitting there talking to my coworker about an old coworker that I used to work with us. 5 minutes later, she walks through the door. None of us knew that she was there. She moved all the way to Portland, Maine. I said, I talked you up. She's like, are you serious? I said, my coworker was like, he just talked about you 5 minutes ago when you walked through the door.
Damn.
Yeah. So if I can talk people into existence or right there in front of me, can I talk some money? If I can talk money into reality, into existence, I'm with it, man.
Talk the numbers to me. Tell me the numbers.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. I don't want to say the number because you never know what the number will be. But hey, listen.
Well, I saw a funny little thing, and I shared it on the club page. And I'm laughing at it because, you always have these conspiracy theories. I don't know if you saw it on our club page, the conspiracy theory about does the NFL knows who's already playing in the Super Bowl?
I've seen a bunch of those, and
well, it was talking about all the colors for the NFL for the Super Bowl come out, and
What's going on?
Like Baltimore and when Baltimore and
Give me a second.
you find it, Shake?
I'm sorry, I got two things going on. Sorry about that.
Oh no, it's okay. But there was
No, I saw it. It was. They said this year is going to be San Francisco and Baltimore. That's what it was.
yeah, but they showed like 5 or 6 other ones where the colors are all out, and the teams that were in there were the colors of the team that were in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I saw that the other day.
Well, I'm gonna say this to both of you guys. You got the Simpsons predicted Miami and San Francisco.
Yep.
So I'm going to stick with the Simpsons prediction.
Yeah,
the Simpsons predicted the iPhone. The Simpsons did FaceTime, and they showed you FaceTime on the cartoon before FaceTime actually came into existence.
Yep.
Then they predicted Trump. When they did that just said it all. Like it was a whole bunch of stuff in between that they predicted on their show, and it came to reality. So what I will say is I would like to see that Simpsons score be a reality.
Facts.
For real.
Facts.
I just get a kick out of some of the conspiracy theories on different things. It's anything's possible though. I mean, you got enough money, you can make anything happen.
Well, hey, I got to run, gentlemen. As always, man, I appreciate everybody on here. Hands up.
Fins
You
up.
know,
Fins up,
man.
brother.
Fins up, peace, love, and fins
Fins
up,
up.
Shake.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
He missed it. He cut himself out
He
too
cut
soon.
himself off.
He was gonna say trade Wilkins.
Yeah,
He knew what he was
exactly.
gonna say. He cut himself off too early. No, I want to bring it up. I talked with Allie the other day and talked about doing it this year, but we're going to put it off till next year because this toy drive's already started down, with everybody. Next year, I'm going to take one of my framed jerseys and maybe a couple of other items and entice the toy drive a little more. For every toy you bring in, you get a ticket for the raffle. Entice the people to bring in toys for the toy drive and everything.
I know that they collected quite a bit this week.
Yeah. That's why we're not going to do it this year or anything.
Yeah, we went out Saturday and me and Burke went out and shopped for myself, Burke, Holly, Ricky, dropped everything off to Chucky. And he's like, "Are you kidding me? I didn't want anything until a couple weeks." I'm like, "Your flyer says bring them to the home games. This is a home game." And we filled the back of his truck.
Yeah. Well, Allie told me that on the Jets game they're going to have a box truck parked right there at the East 12 sign.
Okay.
To load it up. So yeah, I actually had, because of my Helping Hands banner I had hanging on my truck, I had a couple that had some toys with them, and I think they were from England, and they were bringing them for the toy drive, but didn't know where to take them. So I took them from them and I gave them to Allie.
Yeah, that was Wayne's wife, right?
No, it was a different couple.
Oh, okay.
No, because I talked to Wayne because he's the one who designed our logo and stuff. And he hung out down that way quite a bit most of the day. No, it was not Wayne's wife. It was another couple. And the husband had come up and talked to me. I said, yeah, we'll take them right here. We help them with all that stuff. And because, we're all sister clubs. We're all one big family. And we help each other.
We all tailgate in the same aisle. We're all right there.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do about raising some more funds and everything, because honestly, I tried a raffle and I got not one person bought a spot. And I've never taken it down, but still no one has bought a spot or anything. So they probably just think it's over or something, because I was going to, do the drawing on this past Saturday, but not one spot sold. And I had a full-size rep helmet of Gaskins. I had a Miami Vice jersey of oh my Lord.
Was it Baker?
No. The Miami, he's an older player. He was one of our coaches and he changed teams.
Pat Surtain.
Yes. I have a Surtain Miami Vice jersey, and then I was going to do the O.J. McDuffie jersey that I have. I have like 3 or 4 O.J. McDuffie jerseys. I didn't get one. No one bought a spot, and I was only charging $2 a spot. Buy as many as you want. Nothing. So I'm just going to stick to. I might do some other raffle I'll do my raffles at watch party probably if I get enough people showing up and stuff. Otherwise, I'm just going to sell my shirts and hats and stuff.
Well, I'll say this, and this is what I'll say. I mean, it's the holidays, and I ain't gonna lie, money is tight. Like I tell people,
I understand that and all, but I wasn't asking.
I definitely. I trust me. I do get it. I get it though. I do. I get it.
But the hats I had were a big seller. $20 a hat. And I'll even bargain with you if you're short on change. But yeah, I made a profit wise. I made enough to do another $160 towards DCC. So it's a good. I mean, as long as I sell a little bit each home game, I'll keep doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to be sitting there anyway, partying. Why not just sell a few things and raise some money for DCC? I'm
I
getting
agree.
Tony. I'm going to get Tony to make me a sign. You know, basically stating that all our profits, 100% of our profits, go to charity, and then list the charity, which is DCC, PKD, and then helping local communities. We're helping their communities because I don't care where the community's at. They need help, and we can help them. We're going to help them. So other than that, because we're kind of quiet, I mean, we've had no one really in the chat, which was unusual.
And it's definitely it's Thanksgiving Eve, so it's all
Yeah.
good.
We got family in town, stuff like that.
Yeah. We're going to call it a night. And any last words, anybody?
Hey, happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for all y'all. Y'all are great friends to me, and I appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thank you.
brother.
Appreciate
Peace,
you,
love, and
brother.
fins up, Ethan.
Peace, love, friends, love.
Tell your dad we said hi.
I will. See y'all.
See ya.
Good job, brother.
John?
Reiterate the thing. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thankful to have this platform and what you put together, Papa Paul. Thankful for the Dolphins family, my own family. Everybody enjoy your holiday. I know you got to work there, Mr. Winters, but when you get done, enjoy it with your family.
I appreciate it. Same to you, brother.
Just enjoy the downtime.
You too, John. You too, because you're a hardworking man yourself. Peace, love, and fins
Peace,
up,
love,
brother.
friends up, brother. So,
As I said earlier, I appreciate each and every one of you on the panel, each and every one of you watching the show, each and every one of you that I'm friends, family friends, with Dolphin friends, because without me without the Miami Dolphins and seeing what everyone else is doing, I would have never started the club. I would have never started the panel. And I'd probably either be dead or still in my deep, dark place. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all from the bottom of my heart. And happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Definitely. Like I said, Paul, and to everybody earlier, I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate you. Importantly, I appreciate you. And I appreciate everyone that just gives us that outlet and they listen to us. And I appreciate that very much, to sit there and get the comments and the feedback and all of that stuff. You guys don't realize that means a lot to not just myself, but to all of us. And definitely we wouldn't be who we are without any of you guys tuning in and watching. So I'm really thankful, and I'm thankful for the ride that I'm going on this whole season, which is not over yet because I'll be down for the Buffalo game. And
Yes,
I hope that's for the AFC East title, and it'll be the first time I've ever been able to experience something like that. So I'm praying that's where we're going, y'all. So
you're going to be coming down for the Buffalo game, but we will already have the AFC title locked.
Well, I hope that's the case. I really do. I pray that's the case, brother. I really do.
Other than that, I guess we'll just say peace, love, and fins up, everybody. Y'all
Peace,
have a good night.
up, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Have a good one.
Happy Thanksgiving.